What we gonna do right now is go back, way back.
Baby.
What's up? I thought you was gonna start hanging out with the big girls again. What is all this trash? I'm serious. Where you are, not ever. Oh, not the Britney Spears. Hey, how you doing? Oh, but ain't the little leprechaun. Girl, your beat is so up. You look a mess. All about the big girls. What about the big girls?
Big girl, work it, work it, work. Big girl, work it, work it, work. Big girl, you just suck all the fat off your ass.
Yo, what's up, y'all? It's another edition of the Uncle Luke Show podcast. And yes, we are live right now, 2:30 in the morning. 2:30 in the morning, we are live. Go tell your friends. I know most of you guys are going to be looking at this on a replay, but the hell with it. We figured we'll come on here right after the Lakers got swept. Man, long night. Fucking Lakers got swept. I can't make this up. I can't make this up. I mean, I mean, it is what it is. Luka unavailable. Let me just start the show off because I don't want to even go there. I just want to welcome everybody in the show right now tonight. We have Twitter. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook Live. I'm on Facebook fan page. I'm on YouTube. We're on Twitch. We're everywhere. We're all of my social media platforms. That's over 1 million people right now. We're broadcasting to over 1 million good folks from around the country. And I want to remind people, you see the rebroadcasts of this show, rebroadcasts 7 a.m. in the morning, 5 p.m. in the afternoon, 8 p.m. at night, and 11:30 at night the next day. And then the following day, we'll do another show. So that is our schedule. A lot of people always say, Luke, we see the show all the time. Yeah. We broadcast the show on several occasions. The reason why we broadcast the show on several occasions is because of what? Because there are people who are asleep when the show comes on. There are people who are at work when the show comes on at 5. There are people who work overnight when the show comes on. You know what I mean? So they want to see the show overnight because they're asleep in the daytime. Or they're asleep at night and they want to see the show in the morning. They want to hear the show going. So stop worrying. As long as you can get the show. And if you can't get the show, if for some reason you missed the show, go to my YouTube channel, www.Uncle Luke TV on YouTube. You can go over there and check it out. But we got a real big show today. This is big. This is big. I mean, the Kevin Hart roast, we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about the Lakers getting swept. We're going to be talking about politics, whether or not Debbie Wasserman Schultz is going to be getting into all Black Congressional District race. Man, it's a lot to unpack on this show here. And I want to welcome all the good folks because everywhere I go, people say, man, I look at the podcast, I listen to the show, you know, I get some good intel, I get some good information. I love doing this show because I like giving you guys a different perspective on life and on things, because what you see on a regular basis on regular TV, I mean, it's the same old. You know, it's the same talking points, whether it's on CBS, ABC, NBC, whether it's on ESPN, it's the same talking points. You know, nobody thinks out of the box. Everybody just think that the American public is just so naive, so stupid that they could just tell them the same thing, just have a different guy tell them the same thing over and over again, which is very sad. So I get on here and make me look like I'm a rocket scientist because I have a totally different perspective on certain things. So right now, people, I want you all to like, share, and subscribe to the show. Right now, forward it to your friends. Tell them Uncle Luke is on right now. You need to get here. You need to look at the show because we're getting ready to get right into it. So the Los Angeles Lakers got swept. LeBron James got sent home. Now the question of whether or not he's the GOAT is going to be looming over his head. Now, I'm going to just say this. I love LeBron James. I love LeBron James to death. I like everything that he's about, from him being a young guy coming out of high school, not going to college, empowering his friends to run his organization. And those guys actually run the entire NBA because now they represent most of the NBA players and they represent the league. They control the league. I mean, this guy's been playing basketball all the way to 41 years old. I mean, who does that? Who does that? But does that give him the title of the GOAT? So here's what happened tonight, ladies and gentlemen, with old LeBron James. Should I say old LeBron James?
18 run with a look at LeBron James, and you can only guess is what his future holds.
So that's the question. What does LeBron James' future hold? I mean, this GOAT conversation, y'all can end that. You could really end that. You could really end the GOAT conversation. Why y'all got to end the GOAT conversation? Because of this. Here it is. This is where now LeBron has a lot of awards, a lot of trophies, a lot of wins, a lot of everything. This is where I have a problem putting him over Michael Jordan. Hopefully this won't get me in trouble. Well, I got a problem putting him over Michael Jordan, and I don't think people make this argument because, like I say, this particular show we talk about, we take you from a different perspective. We just watched this game, and I watched it. Now I watched him play all his career, like all of us. I mean, I'm not exempt. We all watch his career. And I've always said this in the crunch time, the last 2 minutes of a game, you know who's hot on the opponent's side because they feed that guy the ball. They feed that the hot guy gets the ball. He gets fed the ball. The difference between him and Michael Jordan and the hot guy on your team, get the fuck out the way. Everybody back up. I got this. There was only one guy that took control of the ball, shot the ball, everybody get out of the way, go four corners, and then lock down the guy on the opponent, the opposing team, best shooter in that moment. Michael Jordan. Mike did that. If you were getting off and it was 2-3 minutes left in the game and you were hot, like I look at the little red boy, he was just shooting threes from everywhere, shooting threes from Inglewood, Broadway, Hollywood. He was shooting threes from you name it. And I'm sitting there like, Brian, you got to go get him. That's what Michael Jordan would do. You got to go get him. That's what Michael Jordan would do. And then you had, if he wasn't getting off, there was SCA getting off. Brian, you got to go get him. Brian didn't go get him. That's where the GOAT conversation starts and ends for me. Now, offensively, Bron is just as effective as Michael Jordan. Defensively, taking control of a game in that moment, and then now, here we go. 110 to 111. I sat there at Twin Peaks, looking at the game, being annoyed by some people. Shouts out to the brother. He was so excited to see me. He was trying to explain to a 25-year-old girl who I was, and she had to go to Google, and the other guy, they were nice and lathered up. They were having so good of a time. Shouts out to them. I forget what his brother's name is. Man, he was just excited. They just kept talking to me. You know how it is. See, I don't drink no more. Everybody get drunk and they be around. See, I used to be able to function when I was drunk because I'd be on their same level. You know, I don't level up when everybody else is drunk, and I'll be like, oh my God. I'm just trying to look at the game, but I love them brothers. I love people who are excited to see me because that is a blessing at my age for people to be excited to see me, want to take pictures with me. I always take pictures. I respect people for that. But going back to the game, SGA got hot, the little red boy got hot. He just shooting threes from everywhere. Brian don't guard him. That was a problem for me. Again, at this time, this age, this day, now they 110, 111. We go down the court. Brian got the ball. I said, oh shit, he getting ready to take the final shot. Ooh, this finna be good. He took the shot. He went, dropped the ball, and then throw a layup up there. Not even a physical layup. Like, for me, that was like, I mean, go to the hole hard and get the foul or something so we can win the game or go in overtime or something. Didn't happen. So all these young people, include my son, they all want to have this GOAT conversation. Oh, LeBron, because they never saw Michael Jordan play. Nope, this generation, this new generation, has never saw Michael Jordan play. So they can only look at YouTube videos, look at highlights, and try and compare LeBron James with Michael Jordan. They did not get to see the moment of a crucial point of the game, time and time and time after time. And again, when Michael Jordan went and closed the game out, when Michael Jordan went and guarded the best player, the hottest player on that team, and locked him up and shut him the fuck down. They did not get to see that. You can't see that on YouTube. They would have to really force all these young people to sit in a room and say, okay, at this point, or cut it up from the comparisons between this. They would have to do a versus. They would literally have to do a versus of highlights of the last 2 minutes of crucial games when Michael Jordan and LeBron James played. They would have to really break that down and show that, okay, this game, go. And that would probably last about 3 days. That's what a GOAT conversation. I know LeBron would have to give it up to Michael Jordan. He would have to give it up to Michael Jordan because Michael Jordan, MJ is that guy. You know, MJ is that guy. He's that it. You can't have an argument. But again, you have an argument with 12-year-olds, and the 12-year-olds never seen Michael Jordan. I can understand it. Older people would tell us, Willis Reed, shit. One of them dudes coached the team, won 5 championships, coached the team, and everything else. They'll give us an argument, us who came up in the era of Michael Jordan. But unfortunately, we're able to come up in the era of Michael Jordan and watch Michael Jordan and compare Michael Jordan and LeBron James. So again, sorry for the Lakers. They got swept. The whole bar was they were just rooting for Jordan. Not Jordan, but LeBron. They were rooting for the Lakers. And then again, Luka unavailable. So the GM for Dallas Mavericks, who traded Luka to the Lakers for another unavailable player. All these dudes are unavailable. And in this era of basketball, again, going back to the LeBron Jordan argument, this era of basketball is soft as fuck. I mean, y'all whole life is soft. I mean, this whole new generation, I'm just sorry. I'm just keeping it, but everything about y'all is soft. Y'all don't go in the street and fist fight. Y'all go grab a gun. Y'all don't hand check. Y'all get a foul if that happens. You don't hit helmet to helmet in a football game. That's an ejection. Only thing remotely similar to what it was back in the days is ice hockey and soccer. They still calling the black players niggas. That's the only thing. But this our brand of sports, our basketball, what we all are so proud of, and our football, what we so proud of, that shit watered down. And then y'all have a nerve to want to compare guys who play in the real football league, in the real NBA, to these guys right here. Look what happened to San Antonio. I'm trying to figure out, when are they gonna touch SGA up? He just running around, going up there, back up, fade up, jumper. That used to be, back in the days, for all you young people, that used to be, you can do that in the regular season. You couldn't do all that sexy shit in the playoff, because if you go to the hole, you're going to get your whole head took off. And if you will run around, you're 150 pounds at 6'7", you'll get your ass ran through. You see what they did to Wamby? That's why I'm feeling that Minnesota team. I'm feeling that Minnesota. You see what they did to him? Set a pick, run straight through his ass. Get your bony ass. See, the man is 7'7" or whatever the hell it is. He's sticking bones, so he's shooting a three. He going to the hole. He's doing the sky hook. He's dunking the ball. He's doing all this sexy stuff. That's his strength because he's tall and he can shoot the three and he can go to the hole and all that. So how do you defend that? When he sticks a bone, you got to put a body on him. That's why I'm so freaking glad. Listen, man, I don't look at the NBA until the last 5 minutes. But today, when Minnesota play, them goons in Minnesota, ain't nobody over there, no models. Them straight goons. Them goons in Minnesota gonna put a body on him. And now we're gonna see if Mr. Frenchie can handle that smoke. Because y'all know these foreigners can't handle when Americans get physical. Same thing with this boy here in Oklahoma City, the Canadian sensation. Ain't nobody put a body on him. Ain't nobody touched him up. In the words of Charles Barkley or Shaq, nobody touched him up. Touch him up and see how he can function in that situation there. But everybody friends in the NBA because everybody represented by the same guy. New rule: agent could only represent one person per team. Now, shit just got real. Why? Say, Luke, why would you come up with that? Because it'll make everybody play. It'll hold everybody responsible. New rule. I got another rule for these tanking teams because you're getting ready to get the lottery going right now. New rule: if your team tanks, then the games if a team is under 500 and that team is tanking to get a lottery pick, all the fans should get a 30% discount on their ticket. New rule: if the superstar who's getting paid over $100 million is unavailable for that game, the fans should get a 20% rebate, refund. That's what should happen. Season tickets hold the shit. Sue these people. All these people unavailable. Jimmy Butler unavailable. That other boy over there in Dallas unavailable. Luka unavailable. All these people unavailable. Why? And then they fired a man in Dallas. They boo him out the stadium because he gets rid of this guy who he knows is out of shape. And if you're out of shape playing in this kind of NBA, you're going to be unavailable for the playoffs. So he should be commended. He should get extra money after they've fired him. But again, people, this era of, we don't go outside. Hey, man, meet me outside. Let's go. Meet me. Let's go. Let's put our dukes up. We're going to handle this like men. No, we're going to go get a gun and unalive somebody. That's how y'all do it these days. Oh, meet me out on the court. Let's go. Right here. Kobe Bryant. You know how they go down there, slap the floor. Let's go. And then you go run through him. Boom. In his face. Nah, you can't do that. You would get thrown clean out the league. Hand check a dude run through the hole, try and do a layup in the playoff. Knock your whole head off. Flagrant foul. And the referees in the NBA, you guys are horrible. Y'all are horrible. Absolutely horrible. For more reasons than one. Y'all know the fix was in. This is the thing. They had the young referees who didn't know how to fix the games like the old ones. They had the young referees in the game trying to fix the game. They had told them, okay, now but whatever happens is OKC got to win the game. So questionable fouls, y'all got to call for them. If they flop, You got to call the foul against the Lakers. They started doing that early, and then they got caught. They got caught in what they had in the cookie jar because it was all rookie refs and shit who ain't never did no tricked up stuff like this. Almost like, okay, sending a dude in the club and say, okay, well, you're going to be a trick tonight. This is how you spend money on what you need to spend. That shit was so bad. It was so bad that they had to talk about it. They had to talk about it. Oh, Adam Silver, we love you so much. You did so much for the league. But this is unacceptable. Y'all know they was fixing the game. When you put betting in basketball and football and all these sports, the games are fixed. Okay? Just keep it above. All this shit is fixed. These dudes ain't making that kind of money. That was the whole point of not allowing people to bet on games. That was the whole point. But y'all just say, fuck it. Y'all just went right past that and started letting games be betted on legally and think that you was gonna have something not fixed. And then NBA, in my opinion, was already fixed anyway, because all the playoffs always been looking like this with questionable calls and things like that. Hey, you want to clean the NBA up? This is what you do. You want to clean it up? You want to make it kosher? What you do? Hey, we all got cell phones. We all got Bluetooth. They got an earplug. They got all kind of shit connected to them. The people sitting there in Washington or New York or whatever it is looking at the game, the replay comes just like this. You got cameras all over the place. All you got to do is just hit a button. Check. If New York see a questionable call that may violate the integrity of the game, they should ask for a replay. Why not do that? It's like Major League Baseball. The best thing happening right now is when the guy tap on his head and them umpires looking like shit in Major League Baseball right now. They either have to get their shit together or the game they'll be out there all night. They'll be looking stupid because they'll get their calls overturned so much because they don't know how to find the strike zone. And hopefully Major League Baseball got it where, okay, if your shit getting overturned that much, you don't need to be behind the plate. And the same thing should happen in the NBA and the NFL. You can easily hit a button, boom, on the hip, the little vibrator, and say, hey. All right, they got an earplug. Yo, replay that. Get your ass on over there 5 minutes to protect the integrity of the game because you guys allow people to bet on the games. So why do we have to sit up here in this day and age with all this technology and start looking at a game and the whole America is looking at the replay and like, oh, God. And then you got people on TikTok and social media breaking the game down like, look at this. This has to be fixed. Protect the integrity of the game. If Adam Silver and Roger Goodell and all these people are want the game to be protected at all costs, away from all this shady shit and all this betting, do the right thing. I don't see them doing the right thing because it's all rigged, in my opinion. Nobody wants to do the right thing. Everything in this country is rigged. I don't understand that. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Check this out right here.
I'm surprised they invited me. That's how little star power you have. They had to start inviting your enemies. I said, I hate him. They said, come anyway. Very humble of me to be at your goat roast tonight, Kevin. I've won an Emmy Award, but this is going to be my best acting tonight as I pretend like you are a goat. For the people at home, you're wondering, why is the Cat Man doing this? For the money, bitch. This is my Riyadh Comedy Festival. Only one with a soul. Kevin, you're going to hear some things tonight that you're not familiar with. Those things are called punchlines. Is this dais the best that the industry could put together for dear old Kev? I'm not sure if the Illuminati is real or if this is the junior varsity version, but... For those of you just joining us, Kevin and I have beef, and I'll tell you why. Because privately, this motherfucker stole everything from me. Before he saw my act, he was a 6'3" white man. I tried to tell y'all that Kevin Hart was a plant. Because I keep burying him, he keeps springing back the fuck up. Just like a plant. Yes, I said some things I'd like to take back. Some things I said were misunderstood. I did say that Kevin was a Hollywood puppet, and I want to explain that. Because it might not be what you think. I meant that the head of Netflix literally has his whole hand up Kevin's ass and can make him do anything. Kevin only has one rule in his movies: no N-word. And that N-word is no. He's never fucking said it, never ever. Scary Movie 3, Ride Along, Night School, Get Hard. I turned down all of them because I was not comfortable being a coon.
This fucking cat. Hey, listen, that roast, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna make me clip it from my YouTube. That, when Katt Williams got on that stage, now I sat there looking at the roast. Actually, I had to go back because the early part of it, I'm gonna just keep it a buck. It put me to sleep. Maybe I was a little too tired because I'm running around, running for Congress, all up and down the streets and everything. And I just sat on that couch and I looked at it and I fell asleep. So I had to come back, look at it a little more. Then I looked at a lot of it. Today I started seeing clips, and then my son is training baseball. So I then got, because half of the people I just totally missed. I didn't know that The Rock was on there. I didn't know that Katt Williams had came on there. And I'm like, man, so it got better when I looked at it the second time. It's almost like the Michael Jackson movie. I had to go watch that second time also, because I went with a friend of mine, and then I ended up going back with my son. That's why I don't understand how you people have 2 and 3 girlfriends. Because if you got 2 and 3 girlfriends, you would have to go look at the Michael Jackson movie about three times, which is a good movie to look at 3 times. With 3 different people, because you'll see 3 different things. But going back to this Kevin Hart thing, Kevin Hart and Katt Williams, obviously beef. After the Shannon Sharp show, it went more beef. It went more hot. And the moment at the end, which was great for me, was when Kevin Hart, when Kevin Hart just said, "Hey, Katt, man, I'm a fan of yours, man. I love you, man. I just wanna, squash this beef." That was a great moment for African American men, because we don't see that often, in that moment, because obviously that was the biggest moment of the night of all the comedians and all the people roasting Kevin Hart. That was a major moment in that show, and I liked it because we have so much beef for one another. It ain't funny. I mean, every time you turn on the social media, it's one black person talking more shit about another black person, bringing down another black person. There's no constructive criticism. There's just criticism. There's just hate. And they watch it. They watch us tear down each other, and they watch that they don't tear down themselves. They don't tear down their people, but we do it. The only person who tears them down is 2 people that tear them down. There's 2 people that will go after them that don't go after us. And maybe it might be a third one, but it's two people that do that. It's Whoopi Goldberg. She will go after their ass. Whoopi is universal. When you turn on The View, she go after. If you wrong, you wrong. Whoopi going after you. Thank God Whoopi ain't never came after me. And that, and I don't like her. The little Candace Owens girl. That Candace Owens, I mean, she go after that Charlie Kirk wife. I just know, in my opinion, Candace Owens was definitely sleeping with Charlie Kirk, because that whole thing there is giving my man, that should have been my man, and you married him, and you ain't shit, and she just dragging this lady down the highway for whatever reason it is. I mean, hey, but my point is, Candace will go after a black person, and Candace go out. We hated her because she talked stupid about George Floyd, in my opinion. And now she's going after this girl. So when you level it off, that's cool. If you can go after white people and go after black people, but if you just focus on tearing down another black person, and we have 90% of our media, 90% of the podcasts, 90% of the what you see on TV is us going after us, and us who go after us don't go after them. You see what I'm saying? And that's where the problem coming in. I mean, I'm looking at people online. It's like Kerry Champion, Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith is the centerpiece of it all. He's the guy they throw the dots at. When they get tired, then they'll start fighting each other. Then they'll go after each other. Now they go Roland Smith and Roland Martin, and then it goes Stephen A. Smith, Roland Martin, Kerry Champion, Jamel Hill. My other girl, she'll jump in there every now and then and go after, and then everybody go back at Stephen A. Smith. I don't know. I guess that's what we're doing right now. But we ain't going after them. Is it all a distraction? Is it really a distraction that we sit up here and tear down each other? It might be a part of the plan. A lot of these people may be plants. Because if we put as much energy into tearing them down and bringing us together as we put into tearing each other down, God damn, ooh, we would be something special. We would be a force to be reckoned with. We probably would get put in jail like the Panthers did way back in the days. We'll probably get unalive like MLK. Because we would have then beat the system. But we're sitting up here tearing each other down on all corners of it. Sports, entertainment, politics. We just go out. It's like we just make it a norm when it comes to us that you have to go after another black person. That's why when I'm in this congressional race. So they got this white woman. I'm going to get to her, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, this career politician who never did nothing for black people. Trying to run, get ready to make an announcement and run into the black race to divide the black people. That's a whole nother story. I'm going to get to that. You know what I did? They were like, Luther, you need to run against her head up. But you got to get the other black candidates out of the race. So you need to convince them to get out of the race. You know what I said? I'm not calling not one black candidate in this race. It is their right. Because again, the only person in this race the protector of the Constitution, even though that lady who's trying to get over here into this race, I'm going to get her in a minute, I would not be in violation of the Constitution to tell them to don't exercise their rights to run for public office. Yeah, it would be the greatest thing in the world. Okay, me and her go head up in the Black District where we'll eliminate that thing of divide and conquer. And I'm sitting there and me and her going at it, and my 45% African Americans against your 20% white people that you think you expect to go get, and all of them ain't necessarily finna go vote for her. That would be an even race. That would be an even race. That would be me kicking her ass. But she's getting in the race, assuming that we all going to get a little bit here, get a little bit there. She's going to get all the white voting, all the Hispanic vote. That's what she thinks. If we put all of our energy into tearing down the enemy and coming together, we only come together when it's time to riot. Oh, shit. Let me get some water on that. When a police officer unalive an innocent black man, that's when we come together. When politicians unalive and take our way of life away from us, divide us and conquer us, why we don't come together then? Why we don't come together when it's time to own something? Why? Why we don't come together when Mississippi, Tennessee, Alabama, Louisiana, all these SEC states who got these big time Mississippi and Mississippi State and LSU and Alabama and Auburn and Tennessee, all these. Why we don't come together and say, you disenfranchise African Americans, taking away congressional representation, our right to vote, on a person to represent us. Why we don't come together and every black kid, they didn't rig the rules up so down. You just know there's one portal, so they can't get in the portal and say, you can't get in the portal now and go to another team. So we can't tell them to don't play. But the kids who are committed to all those schools that I just mentioned and all those states, they could decommit and go to school and go to school. And now these are the creme de la creme. So it won't be that they'll be hurting to get in another school. No, they'll be welcome. All those 4 and 5 star, they'll be old. They can get in another school right now tomorrow. Why we don't come together and tell those young people and their parents and identify them, because there's not that many of them, and say, you need to decommit. Why we don't get on their parents' Twitter and their Twitter and say, hey, look here, man, you'll sell out if you go into these schools and you need to decommit. And then why we don't push, which we are, I see it. Why we don't push the fact that we need to be boycotting those schools in those cities because they did that. Why we don't push that we're not going to do any concerts in those states. Hello. Cooking now. Where we at? Where's the Breakfast Club? Where the jokers on the back? I mean, I like them brothers, but this is the moment that you use your platform in a historic way. When you get disenfranchised, like we're getting disenfranchised, don't be on there in the morning joking about some fucking LeBron James. Don't be on there joking about Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson. No, this is where you're supposed to really be leaders and say, hey, man, we boycotting these states. Now, no black entertainment in those states. No, if you do a convention in those states, then what we're going to do as African Americans, we're not going to purchase your product. NFL, you get ready to take the Super Bowl into Nashville in 2030. Shut it down right now. We'll be boycotting your ass for this whole year. We're going to take our $1 trillion business, our $1 trillion business worth, and we're not going to support your bullshit. What? That's what we need to be focused on. That's what Jamel Hill need to be focused on. That's what Kerry Chapman need to be focused on. That's what Stephen A. Smith need to be focused on. That's what Joy Reid need to be focused on. That's what Roland Martin need to be focused on. That's what we all need to be focused on. That's what any black person that's on TV, that's getting asked to get on TV and talk about Orange Man. Look, before we talk about Orange Man, if you want me on this show here, other than that, don't go on CNN. Don't go on no damn MSNBC. Talk about nothing else but what is happening to us and what we're going to do about it. See, everybody get off on talking about what happened to us like we're a victim all the time. No, what we going to do about it? How do you fix the problem? So people keep asking me about, oh, why are you running for Congress? Because I'm a fixer. I know dudes to just be sitting up here talking about, oh, the victimized, we're victimized. Yeah, they've been fucking us forever. Excuse my French. But at some point, it becomes time to stop. And how you stop it is you go do something about it. And if you don't do something about it, then shut up. Then shut up. What are we talking about? That's what we shouldn't be talking about. Memphis in a hotel. And why I won't like to go to Memphis in a hotel? No. The king needs to be talking about Memphis. We should be going to Memphis or no part of Tennessee because of what they just did. That's what the king, that's what Jim Brown, that's what Muhammad Ali, that's what Lou Elson, that's what Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and all them brothers in sports and entertainment, and they sat up there at the table. You saw that picture. They dealt with social issues when it came to black people, when it came to disenfranchising black people, but we don't hear that. Where the fuck are y'all at right now? I'm saying LeBron James. Go on the golf course and talk about that. I'm holding everybody accountable. I sat up there and watched a roast last night. And it was all fun and jokes and games and all that. I saw a roast last night. Not one person talked about what the fuck has been happening to us rolling back Civil Rights Act. It was all fun and jokes. Was that a distraction? Was it a distraction? Was it, I know you're going through some pain and suffering. So with this pain and suffering, we're going to distract you from that. Hey, eat an ice cream when your leg is about to fall off. Don't talk about that. Because we may lose all those states in the audience with perfect time, because you had a Joe Rogan racist on the stage. You had racist comments toward the black woman, Cheryl Underwood, my good friend. It was a free country. She got up there and say, oh, we're in a free country right now. Oh, we can say all these things that people would get banned for and get canceled for. We are right now in a free society where we can say all these things. But what the fuck happened to the Civil Rights Act? The 1965 Civil Rights Act. What happened to taking that moment and Katt Williams getting up there and saying, I don't like, even though I don't like you, And I always had beef with you, but I got beef right now. So y'all ain't gonna see me no time soon in no fucking Tennessee, no Alabama, no Louisiana. That's a festival you need to close down. Move that motherfucker to somewhere else. But we ain't doing that. Why we ain't doing that? Why we not there? These are some, because we distracted. They got the clips of Katt Williams. It's last 2 weeks, it was Megan Thee Stallion distracting us and Klay Thompson. We worrying about what the fuck is going on with them. While they going to the Supreme Court rolling shit back. All y'all sitting up there talking about, yeah, Klay ain't shit. Oh, Megan ain't this. Oh, Klay ain't this. Oh, this one dude who's supposed to shot her getting out of jail. All y'all was fixated with that, while these people was going to the Supreme Court rolling back the right to vote, the Civil Rights Act of 1965. Some shit that was fought for. Blood, sweat, and tears. People died for it. But y'all was sitting there worrying about Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson. Then the shit got rolled back. And then people out there, not in this franchise, rewritten maps. The damn, in my opinion, KKK governor in Louisiana, what the fuck did he do? He stopped the whole election. He stopped the whole election. Stop. Nope. We're going to go by this here rule here. In Tennessee, they just got rid of straight black. Florida, Ron DeSantis did it slick. He didn't go as far as these other clowns did. What he did was, okay, y'all got 2 black congressional districts. Ron DeSantis is really on some different shit. I mean, we talk about Aryan Nation and neo-Nazi and all that shit. Ron DeSantis went after the Jews. Let me say that again. That man went after the Jews. He said, this is what I'm going to do to y'all. We're going to gerrymander the map, and we're going to take out some seats, and we're going to add some seats, but at the same time, we're going to leave them black seats in South Florida black. We're going to make y'all super black. I'm going to make y'all super black. He left them super black. Frederica Wilson, 24, Congressional District 24. He left Congressional District 20, super black. The man merged Debbie Wasserman Schultz and Jared Moskowitz districts together. So now, Debbie Wasserman Schultz is like, you would think that's her district. You would think she would be running against Jared Moskowitz. Well, Jared Moskowitz, but no. The 2 Jewish candidates got together and sat down at the campfire and said this. Well, Ron DeSantis merged us. We ain't going to run after each other because we need to have Jewish representation. Now, mind you, I'm friends with the Jewish people. But this moment in history, they are sticking together. They're not going to cancel one another, which is what they should be doing, because he merged both of their districts. And they should be running against each other to duke it out, or one of them run in another district, because there are career politicians running another district. One district, Trump won by 10%, and his numbers are down to 20 to 30%. That district is easily to be won, or if there really was about the party, they would go run in that district, take all their millions of dollars. But you know what? They got their eyes on the Black district, Congressional District 20, with 20% white people in it, with 5 Black candidates in it. This is the Jewish white lady who we're supposed to be friends with Jewish people. We fought for Jewish people. For many, many years, it was supposed to be partners, Jewish folks and Black people. And for so many years, that partnership has been deteriorating on all different fronts. And with this party here, this Democratic Party, they've had control for a very long time, and we have still been suffering since 1965. We still have the same issues, affordable housing. They don't have an affordable housing issue. Education, they don't have an educational issue. Small business loans, they don't have a small business loan issue. They go to the bank and they can get loans and they can get with good credit. The list goes on. They have access to health care. They have security. We don't. We're still begging and pleading for the same things that we've been begging and pleading for since 1965. Matter of fact, in 1965, we were better people. We were better off because we owned our own neighborhood. But you know who came in our neighborhood and became the slumlords? I'm just saying. So now Debbie Wasserman Schultz is contemplating running in Congressional District 20. You know, the last time the Democratic Party pulled a coup like this, now I'm a Democrat. But you know what? I'm one of them Democrats right now. I'm like a mega Democrat. They unalive BLM. They unalive Black Lives Matter because Black Lives Matter, if what that movement was going to be about, it was going to be similar to MAGA taking over the Democratic Party. Black Lives Matter was going to be MAGA to the Democratic Party, but they got rid of that. Democrats and Republicans. Not necessarily the Republicans, but the Democrats are the ones who got rid of Black Lives Matter because Black Lives Matter was getting ready to mobilize and bring Black people together. And it was so many white people that came together with the Black issues and all that there, and they stopped that. They stopped that movement. Unlike the Tea Party, and then Trump came in and said, fuck the establishment of the Republican Party. I'm taking the Tea Party, put it on steroids, and call it the Mega Party. I'm gonna rebrand the Tea Party because the Tea Party had went rogue on the Republican Party. See, again, this the rapper who don't know nothing about politics. This the rapper who don't know, but I know the game. We have more racist, white nationalists in the Democratic Party than in the Republican Party. I said it. We've been used and abused. It's like they ask us to come to a party and tell us we can't eat. Hey, Black people, come over here to this Democratic Party. But when you come in here, you're coming in here to make us powerful and bring all the food on the table. You come in here to bring the food on the table because the resources that you have to bring food on the table, you're going to help us stay in power. And we're not going to allow you to eat. We don't eat. So we need to, because we're so easily be divided and conquered in real time. In this day, this lady, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, if she decides, which all indications is she's going to do it, because she's, in my opinion, a narcissist, because it's about her. It's not about the party, because if it was about the party, she would run against the seat that Donald Trump won by 10%. She would go take a $2 million, $5 million of union money and go over there and try to win that and do it for the party. But yet and still, she's going to try to come over here and divide Black people and conquer them. All she needs is, in her opinion, all she needs is 30% of the vote. One white lady in a predominantly Black district, 45% Blacks, 20% white, 15% Hispanic, 5% some other. That's what you got. So isn't that's the Democratic Party doing the same thing that the Republican Party has been doing to us for the last 2 weeks? Erasing our district and our representation. That means you would only have one Black district represented by one Black lady, and that would be Frederica Wilson, if they had it. That will tell you, if she does that, that will tell you that the Jewish people in politics don't give a shit about Black people. I'm sorry, I hate to say that. I hate to say that. But white people can make a difference in this race. Black people can make a difference, because Black folks in this race are going to have to say, are going to do something for the first time in a very long time, where we stand together against a white lady trying to divide and conquer us. She's going to have millions and millions of dollars. She's going to drag all the PACs and all the people who putting money on her. They're going to drag every candidate in this race. And anybody that poll high, they find that's her competition, which will probably be me. You don't see no bad ads and shit going on the TV right now by me. When that lady get in that race, don't go for the okie doke. They're going to spend so much money on smear campaigns. As soon as the race is over with, they're going to go away like that. But don't go for it. I hate to say this. I hate to say this for more reasons than one. Donald Trump. This is some Donald Trump shit. Real talk. It's like really, I hate to invoke him in this, but not him as the person, but the situation. Donald Trump comes in as a businessman. The mega party comes in. The Republican Party said, oh, no, fuck him. We don't like him. We don't like him. They ran Ted Cruz. They ran the Republican establishment. They ran Marco Rubio. They ran everybody at Donald Trump. They call him everything but the child of God. That's why you got so much footage of the same people who working for him right now that said bad things about him, including J.D. Vance. Oh, he's this and he's that. He's that. He's not this, because they were trying to get rid of him. They ran attack ads against him. It's the same thing. The businessman, the guy coming from out of the norm, out of the way, but those mega people and the Republican Party people They stood tall. They stood for him because they want to change. Now, whether I don't agree with no part of the change that they had, but them people stood tall. And this is the time that it's the same thing. I'm a businessman coming into a career politician race. You got Sheila, who's indicted, who resigned running. I don't know why. You have Dale Holman, who runs in every race, is running. You have two other people who just run all the time, and these are career politicians. And me, the businessman, with the outspoken businessman who ain't got no problem with firing your ass, and who ain't got no problem, the colorful businessman. It's the same. It's the same thing. It's like deja vu. Now I got to go up against the establishment. Like Donald Trump went up against the Republican establishment. I got to go up against the Democratic establishment and hopefully mobilize African Americans. Give us a chance. This is the chance of a lifetime where we can stand tall against the oppressor within the party by sending a message, because they're going to come to this Democratic Party. It ain't just white people in the Democratic Party that's bad. In the Democratic Party, they go handpick their black people. Y'all sit up here and be talking about, oh, who's a Sambo and who's a sellout on TV. You don't think they run that same play in politics? You know what the most toughest thing to do? You know what the most toughest thing to do? In politics, what you need a lot of money. You need a lot of money to run races because you got to buy the flyers, you got to buy the posters, you got to pay the street team, you got to buy TV ads, you got to pay for staff. Staff is not cheap. You got to fundraise, you got to fly around, you got to drive around, you got to buy TV ads, you got to buy radio ads, you got to have a social media team. It's a lot of money to run a campaign. But you know who don't spend money in political campaigns? It's black people. We don't spend no money. But you know who do spend money? White people. Being that is a great black candidate, not just myself, but the white people understand that. See, they're playing chess. Oh, black people ain't gonna put no money into a campaign. They're not gonna spend $5 and $10 and $20. They ain't gonna go do a fundraiser and come out the fundraiser with $200,000-$300,000 or have a Elon Musk like a Donald Trump and raise $1 million for that candidate. So we're gonna do it for them because this is easy. I can go own me a black seat and I'm a white guy, because I'm going to put my money on the candidate that I can control, because I know his people are not going to put money on the other candidates. So that is how I'm able to gentrify the neighborhood and suck the resources out of the black community and oppress and depress the black community, because that black representative, elected official, he has no choice, because the white special interest group guy, the establishment, and that is pushed on by the party, we can control him. So he walks around like this, and all of them look the same. They be dancing all on the video and smiling and kiki. They educated. They got all the sense in the world. They go talk to the pastor because they hit the pastor. They pay everybody. They pay everybody. Any community activist, black, they pay them. Hey, here you go, $1,000. Shut the fuck up. Here you go. They pay the poll worker. They pay everybody, because that man is giving them the money, because he's essentially buying a black seat. And so you all sit up there and be looking like, we're Mr. Charlie. Mr. Charlie, our state rep, or Mr. Charlie, our commissioner, or Mr. Charlie, our congressman. Why are they allowing us to get gentrified? Why are they allowing the people to come into the neighborhood? Because they've all been, he got a job. They found him. He was handpicked. He was the same guy who was handpicked to put black people on the slave ships. You got to get a colorful guy that all of y'all like. And what does he do? They go get him and they say, come on, hey, you can go, we're gonna prop you up. Think about this. We're gonna prop you up as the greatest black guy in the world, the greatest black politician in the world, the greatest entertainer in the world. We're going to prop you up and you're going to be the spokesperson for the black people. And you're going to see when there's a problem and you need to say, Colin Kaepernick, shut the fuck up, and there's a black issue that's affecting our bottom line, then you're going to be the guy that go pray right out there and you go shut it down. Oops. You're going to be the black politician that we send out there, and you're going to be talking all that jazzy shit, talking about all this here and all that there and all this here. Come on, man. That's because we don't fundraise, and they know it. They know that African Americans do not fundraise well. They know African Americans do not contribute to their candidates' race. They know they won't send them $5. They won't send them $10. They won't send them $50. They'll go take that money and go to the club and buy a drink, and they'll take that money and go to the strip club and throw it in the air, essentially throwing their kids' future in the air, gentrifying their neighborhood, which is a very sad thing. They know it. They know it. That's why they go buy our seats. They buy our candidates. They handpick them. They have no respect for us. That's why sometimes they say stupid shit. We're like, oh my God. And they take one of the ones who they bought and paid for to go and put a muzzle on it. So Debbie Wasserman Schultz is going to be running in this race. They're telling people, you got media people calling me up, well, Luther, you know you're not going to be able to outraise her. Are you still going to stay in the race? Because she's going to come in with all this union money, $2-3 million and all this. I say, look here, man. I told one reporter, I said, look here, man. One thing about me, I don't run for no fight. I started a record company out of the trunk of my car and made it a multi-million-dollar business. Right now today, I got artists that are multi-millionaires. And through my record company, I was able to start a youth football program that generated multi-millionaires. I got it from the dirt, from the mud. It ain't about money. It's about sweat equity. It's about getting my ass out there and getting the mess. So you can't call me Mr. White Man. You can't call me Mr. Defeaty. Ain't none of y'all could get on the phone to discourage me, to put a seed in me. Do you know who you're talking to? You're talking to the dude who went for Roy Orbison in the entire government with one lawyer, all the way to the Supreme Court, fighting for free speech, the constitutional right for us to be able to say what we want to say, when we want to say it, how we want to say it on a record for parody, whether it was protected by the First Amendment, and all the rights in my case is being used all day for intellectual property? Really? With one lawyer? When they say, do you know it's going to cost you millions and millions of dollars to go to the Supreme Court because you're going to have to go to so many different district courts of appeal? We did that. And the first person to make a campaign donation to my campaign was my lawyer, Bruce Rogo, a white guy. First guy to make max out campaign controversy because he believed in me, just like I believed in him. And we did that shit together. So am I scared of a fight because it's about money? Wrong guy. You talk to the wrong guy. Started a record company. We had a DJ group. We only had 2 speakers. And we built it from the mud. 2 speakers, 4 speakers, 6 speakers, 8 speakers, 16, 48 concerts, teen disco concerts, concerts in the park, concerts at the Miami Baseball Stadium, concerts on Hollywood, not Hollywood Beach, but Virginia Key Beach. Really? I get it from the mud. Ain't no money discouraged me. So they could stop calling. I actually had people who was affiliated with the Democratic Party that was volunteering in my campaign. They hopped off. Oh shit, Debbie is getting ready to run. Black people traditionally, we're not going to be able to raise as much money. Money? I don't give a shit about no money. Money ain't never stopped me. If money would have stopped me, I would have looked at it like, oh man, I can't produce no 2 Live Crew because I got to go and compete against Sony, and I got to compete against RCA. I got to compete against CBS and all these big record companies. So it makes no sense for me to even invest my little bit of DJ money into doing a record called Throw the D and putting it out. No, I sold one. Caught on. You like it. Another record. Okay, here we go. Anquet, Poison Clan, 2 Live Crew, H-Town, Pitbull, Trick Daddy, Trelawney, and the LaJuan Love. Hits after hits. With no money. With no big machine, with no people from the mud. You got the right one. And I hate to go back to this Donald Trump, man, because Kamala Harris had 3 times as much money as Donald Trump, and she lost. Hillary Clinton had 3 times as much money as this man, Donald Trump. She lost. And they are what? Democratic establishment. Debbie Wasserman Schultz, hop her hot ass in this race. The Democratic Party. This will be the change that we are expecting to happen. It will happen in Broward County. The establishment, the Democratic establishment, as the stronghold over us Black people, with the establishment in this party, we're going to send a message. I'm betting on Broward County. I've been living in Broward County for 15 years. I am betting on the Black people of Broward County to make the right decision. I'm betting on them to then go back at the kitchen table and say to themselves, we see what this white woman, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, is trying to do. We see what the Democratic establishment is trying to do. We're going to sit at the table and we know the individual that can fight for us. And we're all going to be saying the same thing. when a police officer unalive an innocent black man, we're gonna take it the same way. No, we will not be divided, and we will not be conquered. And when they had those protests, white people came along too. Hispanics came along too. And the white people in this district, I have faith in them because they know damn well they've always been represented by African American in this district here. And for her, and if she try and do that, to come in here, that would be a slap in their face. And a high-stake gamble. I trust the people of Congressional District 20 to make the right decision and not be fooled by the Democratic establishment and not be fooled about the trick ads that they're going to come with on the TV, not be fooled about the slander that they're getting ready to do slandering, not be fooled about the nastiness that they're going to try to do, not be fooled about trying to rig the election for them, for their purposes. Send that woman a message. You need to be running against a Republican, or you need to be running against Jared Moskowitz for your seat. What you're doing is you're trying to divide this community. You're going to hop your hot ass over in this race to then now have black people looking at white people some kind of way, because if she wins, then black people are going to be looking at the white people in this race, in the community, some kind of way. You're going to create a whole race war within a district that you don't need to have done. But if she was thinking about that, if you really cared about the people, she wouldn't be doing that. But I don't think she cares about the people. She cares about the power. Again, her and Jared Moskowitz went in the back room and they said, we're not going to erase each other. We're two Jewish Americans and we got to stand together. One of us are going to go and divide the niggers. It's the end of my show, ladies and gentlemen. Yours truly, Uncle Luke, running for Congress. You can go to my website, donate, www.luthercampbellforcongress.com. I enjoyed it today. I had more stuff I wanted to cover, but it's getting late and I can't wait. But the last part of that, you know what that'll end up happening? If she decides to go in this race, you know what's going to happen? Black Democrats are not going to have any more faith in the Democratic Party, not just in Congressional District 20, all over the country. It's going to be widely known that white Democrats are doing the same thing that the white Republicans did to us. Disenfranchise us from being represented by us. And if she don't come, don't be surprised. They send somebody that look like us. If she decide not to run and somebody else get in the race, beware of who that may be. That's the establishment at work. That is the establishment at work. That's what Jared Moskowitz was doing early on. They got to keep control. They got to keep control of this Democratic Party. They can't let black people control the Democratic Party. Wait a minute, name? Shit. Come on, man. Give me something before I get off here. Because y'all got me keep going. Give me something before I get off here. It can't be BLM. It got to be something. Let's chat. Help me out, chat. We need a mega slogan for this Democratic Party. We need that. Black vote matter. Black vote matter. BVM. BVM. We like mega. BVM, baby. BVM. Black vote matter. That's what we are. Y'all go. I done said it on here. Y'all can go and start incorporating that. They're gonna start. I shouldn't have said it. Now everybody gonna start incorporating it. They're gonna start going to get the Twitter account, the Instagram account, and all that there. Go get it all for me, Glo, right now. BVM, Black Vote Matter, in the Democratic Party. We the BVM. We the mega of the Democratic Party. The Black Vote Matter. Oh, we're gonna get rid of all these damn black plants. We're going to start it right here in Broward County. We're going to start this. This is another fucking historical moment. You think I'd be looking to make history? I don't be looking to make history. Shit just comes to me because I just think so much and I have so much love for my people. I have so much love for my people. And you know what? It's not a black and white issue. It's not a black and white thing. It's these people who want to control power, because I even had white people call me up tonight and say, you know, she's getting in the race. We're going to support you. Fuck that. I've had white people get on the phone with me. So it ain't a black and white thing. It's white people in the district that has a problem with what the fuck she's getting ready to do. They're like, this is unethical. This don't make sense. Luther, we want to support you. These people, before this lady here started talking about getting it, you had white people calling me from the district saying, we will not stand for this. We want to support you. White people from the district having a problem with, you gonna use us? How dare you? You're gonna come in our district because it's 5 black candidates running and we're just supposed to just vote for you? You're gonna make us a accessory to this? Look at this.
After this recent Supreme Court ruling are poised to eliminate black seats across the South, Debbie Wasserman Schultz should not help them do it. Debbie Wasserman Schultz is attempting to carpetbag her way into replacing black political representation in Florida's 20th Congressional District. Established in 1992 under provisions of the Voting Rights Act, black Floridians were able, for the first time since Reconstruction, to elect a black political representative to Congress. And for the last 34 years, that's how it's been. Debbie Wasserman Schultz has also been in office since 1992, and in that time, we have seen the collapse of the Florida Democratic Party under her watch. What gives Debbie Wasserman Schultz the right, after presiding over these failures, to sidle on up to the safest Democratic seat in South Florida? And why does she think she's more entitled to this seat than the many qualified black candidates that have been running for it since the election began? Wasserman Schultz is testing the waters with polling and a congressional town hall scheduled for this coming Monday. We need to make it clear, a white incumbent with $2.5 million in their campaign war chest, funded primarily by the same corporate PACs that have made voters lose faith in the Democratic Party, is the last person that black Floridians deserve representing them in the 20th District. If Debbie Wasserman Schultz believes so strongly that her brand of corporate centrism is the recipe for Democrats to win tough races, then she should prove it by running to flip one of these new Republican-tinged districts.
Did I not say the same thing? It's a white guy. White people are appalled of her with the attempt of her using them. This is the Democratic Party. These people are saying, how dare you come in this race white people are disgusted by this. It's amazing. Look at this. Look at this. Was asked to pass this on to you. It's a white guy out of the district. Here's a message for Luke. I can 100% confirm Debbie's running in Congressional District 20. I said, I don't look. She has the right to do it. And the white guy say she doesn't stand a chance because white people will not be supporting her like she thinks she is. Okay, yeah. And then I said something, yeah, man, you know, da 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 da, and all that. We were talking about something else. He said 100%. I have some people with money that is looking to make sure she doesn't get in, and I will introduce you to them. This is a white guy out of the district. What time it was? 9:38 p.m.
Was the party leader. She was the head of the DNC during the 2016 elections.
Okay. Wow.
So there was a lot of scandal there. You know, Bernie actually won the Democratic primary, but Debbie basically gave it to Hillary.
Yeah. So the left turned on Bernie for sure.
Yeah. And that all happened under her watch.
That's nuts. So is that a big reason why you decided to run? You were tired of this?
Well, you know, there's been... tired is not the right word. This is a path to really socialism, what's been going on. You know, we saw that with COVID during the whole Biden administration. We saw our rights taken away. Censorship was a big one. We lost our health freedoms, our economic freedoms. Everything was being torn down. And Debbie Wasserman Schultz has been in office for over 20 years. She's part of the problem.
This is the lady who think white people are just going to run out there and vote for her. This is the lady who thinks she's going to go and buy all the pastors. This is the lady who thinks she's going to go in the Haitian community and buy them all. These are white people. These are white people testimonies about her. Don't get me started on the Bernie Sanders thing. You know something? They did the same thing with Kendrick Meeks. When he was running, he was a congressman and he was running for Senate. And they didn't want him to be the senator. So they went and told Charlie Crist to change his party affiliation to, he was independent, he was Republican, he was a Republican governor of Florida, and then he wouldn't change the independent, then he didn't change the Democrat, and then they told Hillary and Bill, told Kendrick Meeks to go sit down somewhere and let him run because they didn't. That's my show, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna stay on this. We're gonna ride this thing all the way down. We're gonna ride. We gonna listen, man. This is gonna be a moment in history where black people and white people and black people stand tall. Because I'm betting on Broward. I live in Broward. I'm betting on the African Americans in Broward, and I'm betting on the white people, and I'm betting on the Hispanics in Broward to not allow this lady to divide and conquer us. All right. That's my show, ladies and gentlemen. I enjoyed it. Make sure y'all check me out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Every now and then I go a little off on days. We repeat the show Every day the show comes back on. It's a repeat. If you can't catch the repeat, you want to go to YouTube, you can go to the YouTube channel and see the show in its entirety. Shouts out to all my people on Facebook Live, all my people on YouTube. That's Uncle Luke TV. Facebook, that's Uncle Luke. Twitch, and over there on Instagram and X, the same name, Uncle Luke Real One. Hey, look, man, I love it. I love the show. I love you guys being here. Listen, man, we did this show in the wee hours of the morning. We did this show in the wee hours of the morning. That's how committed I am to giving you guys a show. Now I got to go to sleep for 2 hours, and I got to get up, and then I got to go run a campaign. I got to go run a business. So I'm committed to giving y'all the shit, man. I'm committed to giving it to y'all. I'm happy that y'all hung in there with us tonight. But like I say, we repeat the show every day, 7 o'clock in the morning, 5 p.m. Then we turn it back around 8 p.m. And then we repeat it again at about 11 p.m. at night. And then 2 o'clock in the morning for the truck drivers. Yeah, we love it. Hey, again, I want to thank you all for the show. Make sure you go to my website, my congressional website, www.Luther Campbell for Congress. Hey, man, spend $5, $10 on the campaign. Put some money on your boy. Every dollar counts, and we love it. And for all the people who have made campaign contributions, we appreciate you. We still had a little contest going on where people can go to my website. If you live in the district, I will bring you a sign. And I'm going to start doing that over the weekend. I'm going to start taking out signs to the good people in the district. You know, I got quite a few people that want me to bring signs to their house, but I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that because I love it, ladies and gentlemen. Again, like I always say, in the words of Walter Cronkite, the great Walter Cronkite, may the good news be yours. Y'all enjoy the rest of your week. Peace.
Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Make some motherfucking noise!
Ain't nothing but so good. Street that in the house, Mr. Stretch, watch him out.
I like my hoes, never home, always in the street hoeing. In the state with their ass cheeks showing, looking fly with their hair run up in that coupe. None of them like to run up and on, like the big booty hoes, cute faces. Let nigga hit it on the first day basis. Niggas fake bitch kick game straight, X no down with the diamond name face on. Or when the Panther sets with diamonds glaring, keep a nigga staring when you're wearing down a Karen. Or skip a shit to keep a nigga looking at you. When the bunk says you can show off your tattoo, even if you're a Max True.